Alrighty then, I've been asked to do a video on the types of meat that I can, and we'll start over here with chicken. This happens to be chicken breast. That was raw packed. We use pint jars because we're two adults, and it did make its own liquid and almost a 1 inch headspace, so that's very interesting. But there is lots of good chicken breast in there, and it's also very tender. I can use that in pasta meals. I make a curried chicken over rice with that. I can make a chicken salad with it. Very versatile, packed with protein. One of the things that we love to can is ground beef. And I've got both out here that I've done. This is, you cook the ground beef, get it crumbly, and no liquid is added. But I drain it off very, very well. I then put it inside a fine mesh sieve or strainer, which looks like this. It's just very simple. And I then run hot water over it so that I get all the grease out of it. This is one where I simply drain it while it's in the skillet. And I have a video on canning ground beef. I think it's in picture form. So it has more grease left in it. So in the future, I'll do it this way where I run it through that colander. That's all what I'm going to call it. Then I do porterhouse chunks. This is from November of 2012. So it's the half of the porterhouse steak that is not the smaller tender side, because I can't eat a whole steak. I can turn this into a steak sandwich. I could turn this into something over on pasta. I could certainly turn it into beef stroganoff with that. So again, packed with protein and very versatile. So it's very good. May not be pretty in a jar, but it's good. And this is from November of 2012. We're two adults and we always cook a big turkey. But this is the dark meat. And I usually turn this into, we like in a cream sauce on toast. But there's 100 things I can do with this. Again, I can make a pasta dish. I can put this over rice. I have plenty of turkey broth, chicken broth that I could make into a gravy. And again, packed with protein, and it will be extremely tender. And this is Boston pork butt. This is from April of 2014. And it is fantastic. I can, in minutes, open this. I hardly have to pull it apart with a fork to make pulled pork sandwiches. Very versatile, and again, packed with protein. These are sausage patties. This would have been something like Jimmy Dean's. Now, and I just did a video on that, I make my own sausage patties from a fresh pork butt. And make our own, season it ourselves, cook them. So these are, oops, excuse me, my washer's going, and it's going through my sink because they share the same drain. Just a moment. Pardon my interruption of a gurgling sink drain. So I think we just did the sausage patties. You do cook them first or brown them extremely well on both sides. I cook them. Then you add boiling hot water. Then I canned, these are February of 2013 small sausage pieces that I slice. I can add these to a gumbo. I can quickly make a jambalaya. I can add barbecue sauce and have sausage pieces in barbecue sauce and warm them up. And you can also do sausages. You can do weenies or hot dogs. And you simply pack them into your quart jar in whatever state you get them out of your package, and process them as you do meat. And you've seen me do bacon in parchment paper, and this is from December of 2013, and I'm pretty excited. This is from Ironhead 41's way of canning bacon, and Bear Prepper uses it, Misty Prepper uses it, but Bear Prepper just announced she's going to be doing a new video on a new way of canning bacon. I also have a video on opening and using this bacon, and it's delicious. It is cooked. The other thing is chili, and I write on the top, just add beans, cans of red kidney beans. And there is ground meat in there, tomatoes, and also a beef stew. And that is something that I could use to take any of these meats, particularly my steak pieces, my porterhouse chunks, and turn into a beef stew. But this is carrots, potatoes, all those things, peas, corn is in there. All I have to do is pour this into a skillet and get it warm. So as long as there's not flour in something, I personally don't put rice in anything. Plenty of people do. And I will say again, for a disclaimer, as I did in my video, it is not recommended to can bacon. I do can bacon. You don't have to can bacon. You don't have to can beef sausage pieces. But I do it. We work sales. The cost of food is just skyrocketing for us. I'm in South Carolina, and I don't have chickens or animals or pigs. Okay, so I'm going to work some sales and then maximize what I can get in these things. But I can turn these into a lot of meals. And so this is, I've had several messages asking me to do a video of the types of meats that I can. So when you open a can of this, it's no different than using it in any recipe that you have. It's simply canned meat. That's all it is. So there they are, in a little array of canned meat products. May not be exciting to you, but it is to us. Love it. So this is our walk-in cannon pantry, and the light is not excellent. I have the blind open on a window near it and the curtain pulled back. So these shelves, my builder said, if this house collapses, these will still be staying. So we measured them for our quart jars. I keep the meat on the top. There's my canned chicken soup. And we're able to tell quickly how much meat do we have. As far as chicken, we like to keep 2 rows of chicken, 3 rows of ground beef.